Okay, so quickly we want to show us how to create a curved neckline, right? And we've shown us how to create the V neckline, which is a lot sharper. But this time around, what we're going to do is going to give us this curve right here. Okay, so we've worked our back panel already, and then this is the front panel. As you can see, we've worked one side of the front panel. So you notice that as against the V neckline design, where we find the middle point of the front panel. This time around, we're going to be working and leaving a lot of stitches unworked. So altogether, we had about 48 stitches here. So I'm going to be using 15 stitches because we used 15 here, and we're going to reduce it until we have 12, because 12 is the number of stitches required for the shoulder point. So for me to get the 15 stitches, I have to turn my work this way and start out from here. The reason why I'm starting out with a 15 stitch, I could have easily gone the even number, is because of the type of stitches we're using. We're using the houndstooth, and the houndstooth has a long and a short stitch. It's usually better to start out your curve with a very short stitch. That is why I'm going to be working with the 15. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, so from the 15th stitch, even though the stitch beneath is a short one, I'm still going to make it a short stitch right there. So I'm going to work essentially 2 short stitches before I get to my long stitch. Okay, I'm going to continue because I do not want to lose out on the pattern. So I'm going to walk this up to the end and then walk back till I get here. So I've come back around on the second row, and I'm supposed to turn these 2 stitches into one. So, and that stitch right there is supposed to be a double crochet stitch. So I'm going to be working both stitches together. Okay, so that right there. So I chain 2 and turn around, and then I have, my very first stitch is a double crochet stitch. So a double crochet stitch goes in there because I've skipped this. I was supposed to put a single crochet there, but I've skipped it to work the double crochet stitch. And then I continue all the way to the armhole area and come back around. So I have the last 2 stitches left, a single crochet and a double crochet. My next stitch is supposed to be a double crochet stitch, so I'm going to work 2 stitches into one, which is the double crochet stitch. So I chain 1, rather chain 2, and turn around. At this point I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've arrived at my 12 stitches, which I need for the shoulder. All right, so I'm just going to maintain 12 stitches for as high as I go. So I'm going to walk a few rows all the way and then come back and show us how this turns out. So just maintain 12 stitches, and that's because the shoulder point requires 12 stitches right there. Okay, all right, so I just walked my second to the last row. I'm about to insert my last row. As you can see, look at that very fine curve. By the time you edge this, it gives you a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful round neckline when you're working with panels as against working with yokes. Okay, so now this is my last row. Now for this last row, right, I want to show us something. Towards the neck, yeah, between the neck and the shoulder, there's usually a little elevation towards the neck area. So for this last row, this is what I usually do. This is my own little trick that I want to share with you. So I have 12 stitches. I'm going to divide these 12 stitches into 3. All right, that means I have 4, 4, 4. So my first 4 stitches are going to be single crochet stitches, really short stitches. The shortest stitches are closest to the shoulder, right, while you progress as you walk towards the neckline. So my next 4 stitches are going to be half doubles, as you can see. and then my last 4 stitches are double crochet stitches to create some height. All right, for that neck right there at the neck, because it's really higher than the shoulder. The human shoulder, droops towards, there's a slope from the neck to the shoulder. All right, so this is how I work mine. You can choose to do this for 2 rows, right, and get a maybe a better effect. Now try all of what you need to try, see how it works out for you, and then share the result. Please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching.